People have made deals with the devil all across the world, and Quebec is no different. Witness how one man would have sold his soul if it weren't for his clever wife. I'm Liz, and I'm traveling around the world through 80 folktales. Want to come along with me? Tonight we're off to the French side of Canada for The Clever Wife. There is a bridge on the way to La Malbaie that is guarded by a black cat and is seemingly indestructible. And that's because it is quite literally the devil's work. For you see, a young builder named Tremblay found himself in quite a pickle when he signed on to build this bridge and found himself falling way past his deadline. If it weren't for the good graces of a tall, lithe, impeccably dressed gentleman, Tremblay would have been run out of town for breach of contract. My men can have this bridge ready for you in a fortnight. I require no monetary compensation, and you can even take the credit for my work. But when the bridge is finished, you must turn yourself over to my service until the debt is paid off. Tremblay was too relieved and exhausted from the stress to smell out the fishiness in this offer. But as the bridge began construction, it became clear that the work was inhumanly speedy and magnificent. He began to worry what kind of deal he said yes to. His wife noticed his consternation and got him to tell her the whole story. "Good Lord, husband, you have made a pact with the devil. And now that the bridge is complete, he's bound to come for you soon. There may not be enough time to figure out a way to get you out of this." As soon as the sun slipped past the horizon, the devil was knocking at the couple's door. Madame Tremblay gestured for her husband to remain inside, while she met the blackguard at the door. "Good evening, madam. I'm afraid it's time for your love to turn himself over to me." "I beg you, sir, give us time to say goodbye." "A deal is a deal. The bridge is done, so I get your man." "Just make a small allowance, sir, and offer us a few minutes. All I need is the length of this candle stub to bid him adieu." "Fine, I'll give you that time. But once the wick burns down, your husband is mine." The young woman smiled triumphantly as her husband quaked. She picked up the candle stub and blew it out. "You will never claim my husband, for this candle will never burn again. Now get off my doorstep." The devil was furious at being outsmarted, and the ground swallowed him up with a rumble. And Madame Tremblay was smart enough to bury the candle in a spot that only she was privy to. That way, no one could accidentally burn up her own deal with the devil. So be wary if you find yourself on the bridge on the way to La Malbaie. The devil frequents there, sniffing about for a soul to replace the one that was tricked right out of his grasp. That's my Canadian tale for today, and here is the source. Let me know in the comments where we should visit for an upcoming folktale.